if you want to be super technical, yes, you could argue Thanksgiving is a celebration of that one very specific point in time. We are celebrating annually that one specific point in time without any context or any nuance, just the dinner. That's it. Not even the right dinner. A fake dinner made in a very small window of time, which then led to another bloody, brutal war, of course, because that's America. But that's what we're celebrating, I guess, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty.
Alright, what up, you guys? I'm Bryson Smith.
And I'm Javin, and this is Etcetera. Bam. Yes. Ralph, get excited. He's fine. He's a listener, and we love him.
Right.
We got some lights. Doesn't it look amazing?
Yo, check out the new setup. It's dope. We got colors and shit. I gotta stop swearing. I'm really working on that.
Anyhow, right, it's the first minute of the video.
I know, right? Should we start all over again? Let's start all over.
We're fine. We're not monetized.
Yeah, you're right. Why does it matter? We're not monetized yet.
Monetized.
So
we're being sponsored by the.
Oh, right.
We're not being sponsored.
Like,
I don't know
subscribe.
why.
We are so just out of it right now. I'm kind of drunk, by the way.
He's
so
drunk.
Unprofessional.
I have a quiz coming up, but we got lights and we're super excited about it. So we had to do it during night, and it's nighttime right now for us recording. Like and subscribe. We're not sponsored. We're not experts, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about today's topic, which is the controversies of Thanksgiving. And there are a bunch. I just kind of wanted to talk about the fact that Thanksgiving is the single most controversial holiday. I find that odd.
How's that exactly?
In America, I should say. I don't know if there are other
What's
countries.
so controversial about it?
There's just a
Javin?
lot. So how I'm measuring that is the amount of controversies and the intensity of each controversy. Now, Christmas has a couple controversies attached to it. For example, I don't know if this is controversy so much, but suicide rates go up on Christmas. Christmas is slowly but surely invading the entire year.
He sounds so confident, huh? I hear this information. I'm like, really? Wow. Oh my gosh.
true?
OMG. OMG, where is he getting this information from?
It's a fact. I will source it. I need.
I gotta question him every time.
Where did you get your fucking information? I have it.
What are you
it's
sourcing?
Real.
Like, where is this coming from?
Just
like suicide rates go up around Christmas.
They do. Or I don't know if it's changed, but they have within recent years.
Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of reasons why that's true. It's not as if Christmas causes suicide rates.
I mean, when
up.
I think about it, it's at a time where it's more gloomy in the year. It's more depressing. I mean, it's raining or snowing or whatever.
Yeah, seasonal depressive disorder.
That's a thing which could potentially raise suicide rates. I guess
traveling.
That makes sense. Okay,
yeah, there's a lot of variables.
Okay, got you.
But the point is, Thanksgiving has the most amount of controversies, as well as the most intense kinds of controversies all at once. Christmas's controversies like, is Santa real? Religious stuff like that. Is it really Jesus' birthday? It doesn't compare to the shit that Thanksgiving gets on racism, animal cruelty, its commercial value.
Thanksgiving rarely gets any commercial value.
No. But
no. Oh wait. No,
it doesn't get very much commercial value. But it is fucking night. It is a absolute nightmare for retail workers, because think about this: Thanksgiving, then Black Friday. Right.
Okay.
Disaster. Monster. That's why they've just kind of merged the two in some retailers.
Do you know how did Black Friday come about? Like, who was the person who was like, yo, we need Black Friday? Where did that come from?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
There might be another controversy in there. We might do another controversy on Black Friday, because, oh my God, Black Friday is
on the topic
of fucking nightmare.
Thanksgiving, I always think about what Native Americans were thinking that were in America when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school, and they were teaching us about how Thanksgiving came about and how the Europeans and the natives were the best of friends, right? And they eat together. I always think about how natives in the classroom were just kind of like, this isn't right. None of this is right. Columbus didn't discover the new world.
Columbus did jack shit. Okay, I know this is about Thanksgiving. I'm sidelighting Thanksgiving just like everyone else does every day of the year.
Okay.
But Columbus Day, please get rid of it. It's a shit holiday. Replace it with I cannot stress enough, literally anything else. Please, dear God, replace Columbus Day with, or just not have it.
Listen,
I truly don't care.
I completely forgot about Columbus Day till this morning. We are recording this. What's today?
Today is Friday.
Friday night. Until Friday, I came over here this morning because I drive here to do these videos. Mm-hmm. He brought up Columbus Day. I had completely forgot about that to me. Until he brought that, I was like, Columbus Day? Like, who the fuck is still talking about Columbus Day?
Who's talking about Christopher Columbus, who sailed the ocean blue like a jackass across... I hate him so much.
You really got me really thinking right now because you made a good point at the beginning of this video. We're not even monetized. I can swear all that I want.
About Columbus? You should. And you should monetize us for it because fuck Columbus. Oh my God.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Fuck Columbus.
Fuck Columbus, which leads us into our next topic, which is racism on Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving actually about the peace between Indians and Native Americans? Indians, Native Americans and pilgrims or colonists.
Europeans.
Yes. With the most amount of quotations you can put on asterisk, and quotation marks. Underlined, whatever. Point is, so there was a point in time where one man, I forget his name, Squanto, I think was his name, his whole village died.
Oh yeah,
his whole tribe, I think,
right,
died from a horrible disease, and he was the last remaining survivor. And he was put into slavery, and while in slavery, he learned English, and then he was brought back to his homeland as a guide and helped the pilgrims along with their journey. And so that's one example of Native American working with...
Wait, why quotation marks?
Because he was put into slavery.
Oh, okay, I'm listening. I'm following.
What the fuck? And then he died of disease a year later, of course.
That his whole village died too, right?
I don't know if it was the same disease. It would be terrible if it was. That would be such poetic irony. So then there's also another example where this one tribe was trying to establish bonds between the European colonists. So pilgrims had been there. Colonists, Native Americans have met colonists since a long time before Thanksgiving, or whatever date Thanksgiving was supposed to be on. Another controversy.
16 something, but no one really knows the number.
No one knows where, no one knows when, no one even knows what food was distributed. Nobody even knows why.
Somehow turkey became a thing for whatever reason. I think maybe propaganda, and then that just kind of stuck to, I don't know.
Man, I thought I did my research, and I don't even know why there's the Thanksgiving turkey. But, there's another. Oh, man, there's so much.
There's a lot.
Just as an aside, Thanksgiving is absolutely not a celebration of the bond between pilgrims and Native Americans. For example...
That's what they teach, or at least used to teach.
Bryson, there's this one horrifying aspect of U.S. history.
Let's hear it. There's a lot of bad... Anyways, let's hear it.
There's this... Please, fact check me on this. Tear me down in the comments. But there's this governor, and he had declared Thanksgiving for his province or whatever. And he was like, Thanksgiving's a day to worship the Lord and give prayer and thanks. And then that village, that group of people accused Native Americans of killing one white guy. I don't know if they actually did. I don't think they did, which then led to an absolutely brutal and bloody annihilation by fire of those Native American people. They put them on fire and hunted down those who didn't die by fire. And then he said, we're going to celebrate a new Thanksgiving, one that celebrates our bloody victory over those damn savages.
That sounds about white.
That's right.
That is
a real aspect of U.S. American history.
That sounds completely true. I would not put that behind me at all.
So when we consider that and then say, no, it's a celebration of the bond between, it just fucking wasn't.
That's all BS, I'm pretty sure. Where is that actually recorded in history?
There was an actual record of an actual feast that the tribe won.
And if it did take place, was it real? Was it genuine?
The word hopefully up.
Was it genuine?
Tribe.
I'm pretty sure whatever tribe shook the white man's hand was just like, shook his hand, but he's just like, you white devil. Like,
well, he shook it because he wanted to strengthen his bonds with the colonists in order to get help against other tribe rebels. So it was a military bond. And
which means
it
it wasn't really a real bond.
It wasn't like oh man,
it was
my heart.
You could say it was a strategic bond.
Yes, it was a strategic bond. And it's not as if that was the first time. They had known each other. But that feast did happen. And if you want to be super technical, yes, you could argue Thanksgiving is a celebration of that one very specific point in time. We are celebrating annually that one specific point in time without any context or any nuance, just the dinner. That's it. Not even the right dinner, a fake dinner made in a very small window of time, which then led to another bloody, brutal war, of course, because that's America. But that's what we're celebrating, I guess, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty. But I don't choose to believe that.
Do you think Native Americans celebrate Thanksgiving?
I absolutely. Okay, so I did research this a little bit.
Let's hear it.
Mostly yes and no. They do, but they also kind of acknowledge how fucked up it is. But they're like, food tastes good.
I mean, anytime there's a gathering of friends, family, whatever to eat and everyone's buying, that's always a good thing.
It's attractive.
Whether the situation came from something of a negative place, it's still an excuse or something to get people together, which is always a great thing to do.
Yeah. Now, whether you're Native American or anyone else, holidays are always fun to, especially if you're American. We love our holidays. Most countries do. Point is, though, they also there are two holidays done on Thanksgiving. One called the National Day of Mourning, and one called Unthanksgiving's Day.
Really? I didn't know this. This is new information to me.
Both held in Alcatraz on the West Coast annually.
Oh, that's out here.
Yeah, it is. I kind of want to go maybe next year.
We can go next year.
We can try this year. I think that might be expensive, but Corona. But next year I would love to do that. But the point of it is to acknowledge how the genocide of their people affected them. How? Oh, is that mine? Oh, screw it.
Scratch
I don't care. How fucked up their situation has been in America. How Thanksgiving is kind of celebrating a really racist idea of pilgrimage and stuff like that. So that's one whole controversy. And in fact, there are two holidays independently spawned celebrating specifically the fact, or not even celebrating, mourning the fact that thousands of Native Americans died because white people took advantage of them. And then we say and teach in U.S. education, but what about this one special moment in time? What about that? That was magical, and it wasn't. It wasn't really magical.
I'm very curious to know as to what they're teaching kids today in 2020 of what are we November, going into 2021 in elementary school. Like, are they still teaching us the same thing that what we were taught when we were in elementary school?
I really hope not. I don't think so.
I know that the math has changed. I recently came into contact like
Common Core. I don't know if Common Core is still a thing, but yeah. Yes.
Like, are they still teaching about the whole Columbus, everyone's goody and whatnot, like as like when the Native Americans and the Europeans came?
Probably not. I think we've been changing that slowly but surely, but it still needs more momentum. I think so. Okay, yeah.
Imagine if they were still lying to us about all this BS. It's interesting when you hear all this information as a child and you grow up and you're like, whoa, they've been fucking us this whole time. This is a lie. This is all a lie.
This is so fucked up. I've experienced that every waking day of my life where I'm like, oh, we learned this in school. And somebody's like, no, that's completely wrong. And I'm like,
BS.
What do you mean that's completely wrong? And then you research it more and you're like, wow,
that's really wrong.
That's really wrong. There's a lot of science stuff that does that. I've experienced a lot of science and math stuff like that where I'm like, this is just bullshit. You're fucking wrong. Not this topic, like specific facts I was supposed to know that were just outright wrong.
Education system isn't the best at all, which we've done videos on in the past.
Yeah, they still teach. Oh my God, this is so much aside, but they still teach that the sun is made of gas, which is
it's not.
No, not
this
even.
Information I don't know.
It's made of plasma. I know it's a
really?
minor difference. It's an incredible difference. That what we're breathing is gas.
I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
plasma is an entirely different state of matter. The sun is made of not gas. It's just never been gas. It's just not.
Who
gas.
said that then? This is
Who
what I'm saying.
fucking
Like, who
said it?
says this BS?
It's because they didn't think kids would get what plasma is, which is insane to me because you're already teaching
So
them.
they're lying to them. They're teaching them the wrong thing.
I wonder if that's a trend. Anyway,
Yes, it's a trend, Joe.
yeah, it's a trend. Okay, point is, so racist. Thanksgiving is racist. Do we experience it as racist in general?
I feel like you would have to ask Native Americans that.
I feel like, and I don't really have Thanksgiving with Native Americans. So is it inherently racist to celebrate Thanksgiving? I really don't think so.
I don't think so, neither.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say it kind of came from a race. Well, they tell us that it came from Native Americans, Europeans. They connected. Everything was good, so it came from a great place.
Right.
I would never view it as sort of a racist thing. But like you said, I feel like yes, it happened, but it was all strategic. It wasn't really authentic.
Yeah, it did.
You know?
It wasn't like a wholehearted like, wow,
Yeah,
we need
it wasn't.
to help you guys out. That like it's certainly happened. It's certainly happened, but it's never been for the better. It's always been to the detriment of Native Americans.
Right.
So without acknowledging that, that's really fucked up. I think it's fucked up to not acknowledge that history during Thanksgiving. But at the same time, I don't think celebrating it makes it racist. I
I don't think so neither.
Which kind of brings me to my next thing. Thanksgiving, another controversy surrounding Thanksgiving is that it's explicitly religious, more so than other religions.
Most religions are most religions. Most holidays are religious.
Yes.
If you actually think about this, if you think about all the major holidays we have, they're from a spiritual or religious upbringing.
They are. They have a spiritual background, whether it be
Right.
pagan or Christianic,
Christian, yeah.
usually both. But Thanksgiving in particular is openly religious. So
I'm
go.
sorry. I want to listen.
You're good. Abraham Lincoln declared it first as a national holiday. It was a holiday before, but it became a national holiday when Abraham Lincoln, during the Civil War, declared it as such. And he declared it as a day to celebrate and have thanksgiving towards God. That was the specific purpose he had in mind for that holiday. And Ulysses S. Grant later made it an annual holiday, something to be remembered yearly, specifically for religious reasons. Now, some people feel in America that that type of language and history, specifically, not that they're accusing Abraham Lincoln or you like a different time, but nowadays that religious hold of like family, it's strictly religious, it's strictly familial, this nuclear family, perhaps alienates people who want to celebrate it and aren't religious. Do you feel like that's a valid controversy, or do you think people are getting mad over nothing?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I always go back to like, what do natives think of this? I mean, it seems like Abraham Lincoln tried to change it into something else from what it was.
Looks like he wanted to have something to say. Anyway,
Ralph is the greatest listener in the world.
he's so cool. I love him.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, Abraham Lincoln tried to change the message of Thanksgiving. That's what I got out of what you're saying.
Kinda.
You said he tried to change it into something that was what Thanksgiving, it was to God.
It was always a religious festival, yes. It was always religious.
What was it before Abraham tried to change that narrative?
No, it was about the same. It was that.
So
It
he
was
wasn't
that.
changing anything?
No, he wasn't changing anything. He was just declaring it as a national holiday, and he declared officially that this was what it was about. Although I don't think it's about that anymore, but that's different.
Yeah, like then how did that hasn't stuck? Because when I think of Thanksgiving, I'd never connected any spiritual
Neither do I.
background. I just think, oh, okay, everyone's gonna eat. I put the Native Americans and the European thing behind me, like that. That was all BS. Like Columbus discovering the New World, everyone's goody. Like I was just thinking of like everyone's coming together and everyone's eating. And I never thought like we're giving thanks to God.
Right. And I don't even think anyone does. That's kind of how I feel about most of these controversies, other than the retail one. We kind of don't think about it on the day, and therefore I don't actually think that holiday holds that meaning anymore. It does have that history. We have to acknowledge the history, but I don't think we have to let it mean that. I don't think Thanksgiving is a celebration of genocidal values. I don't think Thanksgiving, although stop putting pilgrims up. That's kind of fucked up. I don't think that Thanksgiving is a celebration of God and His holiness, although it can be and should be if that's what you want for your holiday. That's the point of a holiday is it's made for you to be involved with the rest of our culture while also being yourself. So I don't think most of these controversies really matter. They matter in a definite context that they exist in. Native Americans still are suffering. Native Americans deserve that recognition, and Thanksgiving is a pampering on that recognition. Celebrating is fine.
I'm so curious to know what Native Americans think. And we only know one of them, Inland Diggy.
And I don't know if he speaks for the rest of his population.
Yeah, I know, but it's still someone. Yeah, he might not speak for he's a Native American. He's been on the show.
He's really cool.
I'll put that right here. But yeah, I would like to know what Native Americans think, because we've had a few conversations about Native Americans on our podcast now, which is really dope, I think. I never see anything on them, and I'm so curious to know how they think and how they feel about everything.
Isn't that weird? Dude, there's fucked up shit.
Oh, no, I know that, which is why I want more information on that. I want to hear more of their voices.
Yeah, maybe we should try to do that.
Yeah, so I just like talking about this. I want an actual Native American on here. You know, like, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? What do you think of Thanksgiving? What are your thoughts about white people from whatever happened in that time period? Like, I'm so curious to know about all that.
Yeah, what do you think is happening now? Like, next controversy, kind of want to dabble just a little bit. Animal cruelty.
Okay.
Thanksgiving, some people consider to be a celebration of animal cruelty.
Like those are like the extremists, like circle of life type shit.
True.
Like, we kill the animals, we eat the animals kill whatever's lesser than them, like circle of life. Come on now, bro.
However,
like you might say we kill more turkeys around Thanksgiving. Well, that's tradition. They're still around. They've been around forever. I don't think we're gonna run out of turkeys, you guys. We have plenty of turkeys. They're not on the extinction list. I'm just being completely honest.
Isn't it a little bit fucked up though to have the object of murder constantly plastered everywhere on your walls in celebration, where you're like, see that turkey? We're gonna fucking kill it. You see that cartoon turkey every year, that little cartoon dancing turkey who is the representation of Thanksgiving. We're gonna slaughter it and we're gonna eat it.
Now, okay, like that's weird. Why are you getting off on killing turkeys?
Why are we getting off on killing turkeys?
Like,
that's
if
a weird
you kill
thing.
turkeys, okay, cool. Like, we're gonna eat them, but to be like, we're about
into it.
Like, that's just weird as hell.
We stuff turkey. Like, it's so violent. The imagery is so violent.
Again, circle of life, but I don't know why this individual, hypothetical speaking, whoever we're talking about, is so excited about killing turkeys. That's just weird.
But everyone's so excited to kill a turkey and cook it and make it taste good, and we have
not black
all
people.
These
That shit's weird as hell. Like, what? Like, what is going on here about this damn turkey?
Have you ever heard of a turducken?
No, what's that?
It's forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's a turkey stuffed with a duck, which is then stuffed with a chicken.
Javin, how do you know this?
I know so many esoteric.
Who else knows about this information?
Esoteric. Most people know about this.
It was a
meme
never
for a while.
Heard of this information I'm receiving right now.
Annual Thanksgiving meme.
Really?
Because I'm gonna say it. I think Thanksgiving explicitly celebrates animal cruelty, and I am 100% okay with that, because honestly, it's all in good fun.
You think it celebrates animal cruelty?
We're having fun.
Wait, you think it really celebrates it?
We cook and slaughter animals because it's a harvest festival. We also slaughter and kill vegetables. It's not the same thing. A, you don't know that, and B, it's a little bit the same thing, because you need it for survival. You need to eat it. You don't need it for survival, but like you have for a long time. Most people have needed it for a long time. It's not the biggest thing in the world. Animal cruelty is definitely a problem, but Thanksgiving isn't it's like not your, this isn't the fight. This isn't the war you want to fight here. You're gonna lose.
For the people who eat turkey, this is coming from someone who doesn't even eat meat. Just to put that out there, he doesn't even eat meat. He just recently started gradually eating meat.
I'm just edgy, guys.
He can sound extreme like that. He doesn't eat meat.
I don't eat meat.
I eat meat.
I don't eat
Most
meat.
people eat meat.
Yeah, yeah.
So like that might sound extreme, but that's because he's an extremist.
I can say it. It's my word.
he can say like, yo, this is animal cruelty. Us on the other end of it is like,
I'm
yo,
the authority.
People want to eat turkeys. We eat turkey. There's plenty of turkeys out there. They're not on the extinction list again.
I guess what I mean is we are celebrating eating animals 100%, and I don't think that's wrong.
There's
Animal
nothing wrong with
cruelty
that.
specifically, though, I don't think Thanksgiving is a good fight to pick for animal cruelty. I think maybe every other day of the, I know I'm being nitpicky, but like you're not going out to a fast food restaurant on Thanksgiving. You're making a home cooked meal.
What's
You're
crazy is
actually-
some people are.
That's fair.
Which is
And
sad.
if you are,
No, that's
maybe
sad.
step up your game.
Maybe
bit.
step up your game. I'm not going to be nice on that. Step it up. Step it the
up
fuck
your
up. We're not
fucking
monetized. I don't care if I swear at this point. I was so conscious about that. I'm like, we don't even make money off this shit. So fuck it. So step it up. Step it the fuck up.
You are drunk. I can see it. So point is, you're more likely to eat locally sourced. You're more likely to actually eat ethically on Thanksgiving, not by much. And the turkeys are still suffering, and it's definitely a problem. But you should be more focused on the fast food industries if you're worried about animal cruelty more than anything else. Plus, you're also supporting Monsanto and other issues with agriculture on Thanksgiving by getting the vegetables, which is why I said it was kind of the same thing for you to slaughter and kill those vegetables, because you are supporting a market that constantly has pesticides, GMOs are not bad for you and they're not an issue. However, it is an issue that you're not informed about them, and that the information about it is kind of put on lockdown. There's a lot of issues with food. And so to say that Thanksgiving is a celebration of animal cruelty seems a bit short-sighted. I think maybe expand your horizons a little bit. It's not the wrong thing to fight for, but you're just going to fight one day of the, I don't know. I think it seems a little bit pretentious. Last controversy, really quick, super fast. Stores, retail workers. How do you feel about that? Like, we're kind of fucking over
What
people.
about stores and retail workers?
They don't. A lot of retail workers don't get to celebrate their Thanksgiving. They don't.
Yo, Thanksgiving is a national holiday. They should be able to go home and eat with their family. I'm gonna say it. I don't think, no one should be working on these holidays. Dude, when I was working at FedEx, fuck FedEx. I don't give a fuck about FedEx. Yo, they had us work at Thanksgiving. I was like, fuck that. I don't care if I get fired. I'm going home. So all that retail work, go home, eat with your family, enjoy your family. I'm just gonna say that.
My first day working at Walmart, I worked at a Walmart for 2 years.
Fuck Walmart.
Oh, Walmart's got, my first day was Thanksgiving.
Okay.
They put me on the cash register.
Are you serious?
My first day, Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Literally hell.
Wow.
I had a line that was enormous. I was very bad
Talk
at
about
my job.
Anxiety.
Incredibly stressful. I held it together. I took it like a champ. Never talked about it. Probably one of the most traumatizing experiences I've had there. Other than ash falling from the sky, but that's a different story. So point is, fuck retail and fuck Thanksgiving retail and Thanksgiving do not go well together. There are sales on Thanksgiving Day, which doesn't happen for most holidays. It usually happens the day after, but they do it on Thanksgiving and the day before. You know how much that fucks people over and work? Like, it's just so bad.
People are getting fucked and we're running out of time. So like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Follow Ralph on Instagram at Ralph the Goat God. Everything's in the description. Check us out. We will see. Wait, let us know if you think Thanksgiving is racist or not. Please put that in the comments.
Inform us. Don't work on Thanksgiving.
See you next
See you
time.
guys.